Hello guys, welcome, and this is the agenda for today's session. So what we're going to learn, we are going to learn the storage options in Android. So what different options do we have? We have shared preferences, we have internal storage, external storage, SQLite database, and network. So let's see one of these one by one and what type of data we can store and where to use which storage option. We will see in this session. So first let's talk about shared preferences. Basically in shared preferences data is saved in a key value pair. So it's like a file on your internal storage in your mobile, and you can save any number of key value pairs inside a file, and you can save different primitive types. You can save boolean values, float, int, longs, and strings, and even arrays. Data persists once saved even if your application gets killed. So basically if your application gets killed, your data will remain there and you can fetch it back. It's a persistent storage. And when user uninstall the application, shared preferences also gets removed. So there is another thing. So basically shared preferences is a lightweight storage, and when you want to store very simple key value pairs, you can use shared preferences in that scenario. Now there are two ways you can save data in a shared preference file. Let's say if you want to have multiple shared preferences files, if you want to have like 5 or 6 different files for different purposes, so you can also do that. It's not like you will only have one file, you can have multiple files. So for that you have to call the method get shared preferences, and you provide the file name and the mode, and in this case you can have multiple files and you can save the data in that. If you just want only one file for your complete application, then in that case you don't need to provide the file name. You can simply call get preferences, and it will give you a default preference file, and you can save the data in it. Okay, so now the operations, reading and writing. Basically you will be reading and writing into a shared preference file. So this is really simple. For reading a file, for reading a shared preference, what you have to write: shared preference, settings, get shared preferences, mention your file name, mode private. It is the mode in which you are sharing, in which you are saving your file. And when you want to get anything, you will simply write settings dot get string, and you have to provide a key here. So using this key you can fetch the value. Similarly you can fetch other data types, like if you want to fetch a boolean value, then you will write settings dot get boolean. Okay, now writing is a little different. The first line is exactly the same as the reading, but for writing you need an editor. So you simply call editor shared preference dot editor, editor equals to settings dot edit, and using this editor you can put the key value pair inside the file. So editor dot put string, and you will put string name and whatever name you want to put, or whatever key you want to put. And lastly, make sure that you write editor dot commit. If you don't write the commit, the data will not be saved in the file. So this commit will make sure that the file is saved. One thing to mention here, one thing to notice here is that the key under which you are saving the data should be the same when you are retrieving the data. So when you are saving the data Hisham under the key name, under the key name, then you have to retrieve the data from the key name. Similarly, if you have another boolean value, let's say sound, so if the key is sound, then you can get the boolean from sound. So that's it about shared preferences. Now let's see this in the code. Okay, so for this I will be creating a new Android project, and I will name it storage options. Next we'll be creating a blank activity. Next, and then called finish. Alright, so the project has started and I have received one error, and in this values v23.xml file. If you receive a similar kind of error, you can fix it by going into the Gradle scripts, and here you can change it to 22.1 and then sync again. Alright, it is fixed. Okay, so we have one hello world here. We don't need this hello world for now. And what we will create here, this is our main activity. So what we will do here, we will place one text view. I should have left it. And after that I will create one, okay, I will place two buttons, number 1 button and button number 2. Oops, there you go. Okay, so this is a text view and I will name it data goes here, and it is TV data. Okay, then after that I have a button. So this button is save, or you can say save preferences, btn save pref, and this one would be load preferences, btn load prefs. And in our main activity, I don't need the options menu, I just need this code, and it should be appcompat activity because the last one was deprecated. And here I have to write the text view TV data text view find view by id r.id.tv data, and the same you will do for the button. Okay, so buttons are done. Now on the click of the load preference button, I will do the thing, right? I will load the preferences. So first let's set one on click listener on this one, on click listener, new view, on click listener, and let's set the same on the save dot set on click listener, new view, on click listener. For saving the data and for reading the data, you have to write one common line, that is shared preferences, and after that you need editor in writing, and for reading you can simply read it. So let's do this. Let's write shared preferences prefs equals to get shared preferences my prefs and mode private. Okay, so now before loading anything we have to save the data, right? So let's save something here. So shared preferences dot editor equals to pref dot edit editor dot put string, and let's say name, and name could be anything, right? That's my name. And lastly editor dot commit. The loading part is very simple. So you just have to get string name equals to ref dot get string. The string is name, and there's a default value here. So in case you don't find this string name, this key name, then you can load a default string here like name key not found. Well, that would not be the right thing to do. The best thing would be name not found instead of key, right? And lastly, what we will do, we will set this thing to tvdata dot set text, and we will save the name here. Alright, that's it. So that is your loading and writing part on in the shared preferences. Now let's run this project and see how this works. Alright, selecting my device here. Alright, so application has started. So data goes here, save preferences, load preferences. Let's try to load it first. So let's load it, and it says name not found because we haven't saved the data yet, right? So let's save it now and then load it, and you can see that the name is saved. Now what happens if I close the application? I have closed it. Now let me reopen it, and this is the application here. If I open it again, and now if I load the data again, will it give me name not found? Well, you might be thinking that yes, but the answer is no, because once you have saved the preferences, it is saved for infinite amount of time until unless you uninstall the application. So once you save it, you can rewrite it, you can remove it, but we haven't done anything. So closing the application does not remove the preferences. That is why we are using shared preferences, because we wanted the data that could be saved. Now let's see the second option that we have here in sharing, in saving the data in the storage options. The second one is called internal storage.